to my channel. My name is Sunny and thank you for clicking on this video. If you clicked on this video, it must interest you what is it all about, and it's an introduction video to the new legacy I'm trying by 𝙤𝙧𝙚𝙙𝙞𝙪𝙨, All That Weather Legacy Challenge. If you want to also try this challenge, there is a link in the description, so you can click on it and try it, and you can tag him and maybe me so I can see what you guys are cooking and stuff. So basically, I wanted to do a legacy challenge and start my channel with something interesting that hasn't been done, that like I really wanted to also try and do Not So Berry, but I did it on my own. I finished like 6 legacies, and like I was just getting bored and it was repetitive because like everybody was doing it, and then like I really wanted something new, something fresh, and I found it. I did a lot of research so I can find interesting legacy challenges, and I decided on this one. So we are gonna go over what is this challenge about. Each hire will have their design color that matches their weather type. The aging and lifespan has to be set on normal, and this is a 5-generation legacy. So it's not too long, it's not too short, it's perfect, it's in the middle. So by the time you get to 5, you will be basically surprised. Oh, it's ending. You can continue if you want, but you can also try something new. That's why it's so interesting, because if you get to have fun, you will just want to have more, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. You have a perfect middle to stop or to continue. So basically, maybe some generation will be heavily packed related, and if you don't have a certain pact, you can skip a generation, you can delete some stuff you have to do which are pack related. You can change it up so you can like have the pack, so you can play with packs you have, or if you're using just the base game, you can change it to what's in the base game. And that's what I really like. It's a challenge, so you can just have fun and you don't really have to stress, oh, I don't have this pack or I don't have that pack. Like, you can just like, I don't have this, I don't have that. No, just continue playing, which I really, really like. Like, it's carefree, and that's most important. So basically, the first generation which we are starting with is yellow generation. I think it was inspired by sunny weather, and I am really happy because I did one generational gameplay of private off camera, and my first generation was yellow, and I really love that sim, and that private legacy has a special place in my heart. So this was kind of like I am redoing it, I am going back, but just like a little bit upgraded because I changed my sim style. I changed my sim style, I changed the way I'm playing, and as you guys see, I do not have that many CC anymore, because I deleted almost my whole CC folder. I deleted my mods, I deleted my CC, everything that I was like I went through everything. It took me 2 days, but I went through everything and I cleared that up because most of the mods were useless, broken, or not used. I was repetitive with the mods I was using, and I was repetitive with the style I was dressing my Sims up, and I just didn't like it. So I decided to go over it and just let the CC that I didn't use as often or I found pretty or aesthetic to fit my aesthetic now stay. And as you can see, I do not have that many, but don't worry, as the time comes, maybe even in the future episodes, I will have many more, because I had like 16K of mods. Like it was really a lot. So now I have only 4K. So that's how many I emptied. So basically, let's go over what's happening in the first generation. What is the generation based on? The sim had a really good life with the most amazing family. So basically, picture uh, white fence, perfect blue suburban, mom is cooking baked pie and everything is just like kind of like perfect. And that all came crashing down as their parents, or our main sim parents, were killed in an awful plane crash. And sadly, without siblings or any relatives, she had to move in with her very, very distant aunt, Hilga, who was basically erratic, insane, and she had 3 cats. So, it all comes together. I'm not saying people who have 3 cats are insane, but she's kind of like an old lady that's a bit erratic and talks to herself with anger issues. That's basically Hilga. And as she grew up with Hilga under the same roof for like many years, she kind of like forgot how it was to have a perfect life, how it was to have somebody who's happy to you when you came home, like a perfect meal, a family meal, and everything. And she was needing that. She wanted that back. So she started a part time job and she collected her money. And as she turned into a young adult on her maybe 20th birthday, she said, I'm moving out and I want a perfect life with a perfect family living on a perfect island with even most perfect job. I want everything to be perfect as it was. And she did it. She moved to Sulani from where she lived with her aunt Helga, and she started a new life for herself, a new beginning. And as you can see from the title of this video, this is introduction video part 1. Part 2 is here because I will show you how I built her starter home on the budget with mix of CC, Solani, build and buy, and base game. Everything that was CC related and pack related. If you don't have pack, as Solani pack, I'm so sorry, but it will also make sense to download this starter. But don't worry, there will be many more build videos or decorative videos in the future, so you won't be missing out. But if you do, you can download and play with this house and this sim. Everything will be linked down below and on my Patreon. So that's why it's part 1, because I wanted to show you just how I made Aruna in CAS, and then I will show you how I built her starter home on the budget, because I tried to really follow the rules. And now that we are by rules, let's go over what we have to do for this challenge. So basically, we have to start out as a mermaid sim, and that will be our biggest secret ever, because we didn't know about it. We found out on one hot, strange day, and now we know that we are a mermaid, but we're not happy about it. It's not a daydream as most of the people fantasize about. That's our biggest secret, and we don't like it, but we cannot do anything about it. So we go our whole life just trying to hide it, and that's how it just brings it also in our love life, because we will never allow any potential lovers that see us in our mermaid form. But when we are engaged, they see us and the engagement is broken off, Ariana style, and we will not be engaged again to the same person. Um, the inspiration that we will have is a beach life. Traits are child of the ocean, child of island, and vegetarian. we have to finish our aspiration, and we have to have 3 beautiful children and give them all our love. Our 2 kids have to have straight A's in school, except our heir. So either we decide it's the first child or middle or the third, one will be an heir and the one will be an exception. The heir will be very distant and will do very poorly in school. This will also, will also try, the next heir will also always try to be isolated and kind of like always on the side. But that's what brings us into our next generation. So I will stop right there. And we will have to also finish or master the conservational career before that, to attempt to make 𝙨𝙘𝙘 a better place, a perfect place. That's basically it for the challenge itself and the rules of the challenge. I hope you enjoyed watching this introduction cast video and meeting me, and I hope I see you in the future. But before you go, I also wanted to mention that if you guys want, you can drop your sims in the comments or in any socials that I left in the description box, so I can add them to my story, and so I can play with them kinda, and maybe interact them, and maybe one of your sims will be my future baby daddy. But if you like, you can also just drop the base, so you make the face and the body, and I will decorate the sims, and you can or you can make the whole sim and just drop the CC and the link in the description, in the comment section, or at any social media that I own, and that's Instagram, Patreon. On the Patreon, you will also find my Sim Aruna, which you can download and play, but please do not claim as your own. You will be also able to download her starter home in the future. Also, you can watch me on TikTok as I post many other interesting content. For now, those socials are pretty much empty because I'm going through a lot of editing and stuff, but they will be full as time goes, as time flies, and in the future. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best whenever you are, and all kisses for you.